Hi, I'm John Hornick. Welcome to my Richard tribute series where I make or modify the dishes by the late, great Michel Richard. This lesson is my pork belly and mushroom stew, which is based upon Michel's potato stew with bacon, olives, mushrooms, and onions from his Happy in the Kitchen cookbook. My variation uses browned pork belly instead of bacon, a variety of mushrooms and a lot more of them, less potato, and multicolored peewee potatoes instead of Yukon Gold. Of course, everything's better with bacon or pork belly. The best thing I can say about this delicious dish is that my cooking school teaching chef who knew Michel asked for seconds. This is a great dish for a cold night. I think you'll enjoy it as much as my chef. Okay, now we have our olives in a saucepan with just enough water to cover. We're going to bring these to a boil, then we're going to drain them, then we're going to repeat. Why are we doing this? We're removing some of the brine from the olives and kind of softening their taste. Okay, our olives have come to a boil. We're going to drain out the water. I've covered them with water again, and we're going to bring them to a boil and then drain them again. Okay, the olives have come to a boil again. We're going to take them off the heat, drain them, and hold them until we need them for the next step. Okay, now we're going to brown the pork belly till it is beautiful, okay? Turn it on medium heat. And make sure they have pan contact. And then we're just going to check them periodically, turn them periodically until they are browned and beautiful. Okay, here is our pork belly. It is browned and beautiful. Okay, we're going to take these pieces out of here. We're going to drain them on some paper towels. And if any of the pieces look too big to be bite-sized, we're just going to cut them in half, okay? Okay, now I drained some of the excess bacon fat from the pan and left a couple of tablespoons, maybe 2-3 tablespoons. Now we're going to add the mushrooms to the same pan and spread them out a little bit. And Michel's technique was to cook them only on one side for 3 or 4 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. Try to give them some pan contact. They're not stacked on top of each other. And we're going to add some salt lightly. Some freshly ground black pepper. And he calls for a pinch of Madras curry. I'm using Vindaloo. They're both kind of spicy. And we're going to let those cook for 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, the mushrooms look nicely browned on the bottom. All right, we're going to turn off the heat and remove these from the heat. Put them into a bowl for now. All right, now we're going to add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil to the pan. Then we're going to add the onions. Saute them until they are lightly golden. Okay, our onions are getting nice and golden. Now what we want to do is sprinkle them with the brown sugar. I believe it was 2 tablespoons called for in the, 2 teaspoons called for in the notes. And let's get them coated by moving them around in the pan. Now we're going to let them cook until they're brown, about 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, our onions look beautifully browned after about 3, maybe 3.5 minutes. Right? Off the heat. All right, now let's add everything to the Dutch oven. The pork, the olives, the mushrooms, the potatoes. The garlic cloves. These are unpeeled garlic cloves, by the way. The carrots. Michelle didn't call for carrots, but I added some carrots for some color. And then the onions. And the thyme. Mix it up. All right, now we're going to drizzle the reduced chicken stock over what's going to be the stew. Then do some salt. And some pepper. Mix it up. I'm going to give it a little bit more salt and pepper. Okay. Then we want to drizzle a couple of tablespoons of olive oil over the top. All right, now we're going to cover it. We're going to put it in the oven for an hour, 325 degrees. Okay, it's been in the oven for an hour. Now we're going to baste. Actually, we're just going to stir it up a little bit to baste, okay? Get those juices from the bottom up into the top. And I'm going to put the thyme in the middle so I can find it again later. So back into the oven for another 45 minutes.